The Gazel itself, a revolutionary AI-powered platform. The reason I call it revolutionary is because we have other financial management platforms, but they don't have the AI elements in them that does what this is. So what it does is streamline your financial workflow with intelligent automation. It transforms your complex tax processes into simple, manageable tasks that you do, right? So it's just simplification of your finances, making things easier for you. Okay. So what we're trying to do with the Gazel is to redefine how financials and tax are being managed. So we introduce intelligent transaction processing, which is, it has an automated categorization of your finances. It has real-time financial insight, which is a live dashboard that you can take a look at your finances. A lot of you have expenses or income stream coming from everywhere. But this allows you to look at one dashboard to see how much income you're making and how much expenses are going out of your pocket. It has a smart deduction discovery. So you have an AI-powered tax optimization that looks at your income and expenses and help you with the deduction. Well, just to let you know, when it comes to making these deductions for tax purposes is if you have a small business, right? For individual, it all helps you keep your book, and you can view your income and expenses, and also helps with taking care of your taxes documents. So this also helps with compliance. Compliance automation is inbuilt into the system, right? It's inbuilt. We also have multi-language support. We have global accessibility in 4 different languages. So French, English, I think, Dutch, and Greek are all part of that. So the comprehensive financial management suite involves the transaction management, intelligent reporting, and AI-powered insight. So all these are all incorporated, and you can go through the list and see automated transaction, real-time balance transaction, advanced filtering, then dynamic financial report, tax liability, custom report, then smart deduction, fraud detections, and predictive financial analysis are also included in there. This is about transaction. Now getting into a little bit of some of the core functionalities or features. It gives you the ability to automate the processing, right? Instant transaction categorization using AI. So it categorizes your transaction for you. It also detects duplicate. If you have a duplicate entry, it would detect that. It can merge. It has a merging capabilities that if you have 2 things together and you did not realize it, it can merge them together. You can scan your receipt with OCR technology. You'll be able to scan your receipt and pick out the numbers and the headers and the information and include that in the database. It also helps you with organization, custom category roles and automation, bulk transaction editing and management, real-time balance synchronization, and historical transaction analysis are also what it does, right? We've talked about smart detection. So the same thing here. It has some category that it has. Example is if you have a business travel, business expense, office supplies, services that you've delivered, and so on, if you have a small business. And the other ones are if you're paying your bills, if you pay T-Mobile, you're paying light bill and all that, and you have your bank account, you can also display that and put that in a category for you. Okay. So it has a comprehensive financial intelligence, dynamic reporting. It can give you a monthly report, quarterly report, annual financial summaries, profit and loss statements with trend analysis, tax liability projections and planning, category-wise expense breakdown. Then the visuals analytics, it gives is interactive chart and graphs, year-over-year comparison tools, cash flow visualization, budget versus actual performance, right? So this is what it looks like. It has a calendar feature that is in there, right? The calendar feature is the question is, why do we need to have a calendar? So the calendar features keeps track for you. There are people that needs to do quarterly reporting on taxes, right? It will send you a reminder when you should file your taxes, right? It will send you a reminder. You can go in there and also set reminders. For example, I set a reminders to look at my books at the end of every month, right? Personally, I would not do that. I would drop my feet. But once I have that alert on my phone, I know I need to do something about it. Growing up from a background, finances or financial management wasn't a big thing. As the money comes, we spend the money. If it remains, it remains. If it doesn't remain, that's fine. We are not, even through the schools that we've gone to, no one has really taught us how to manage finances. Even our parents have not even told us this is how you have to manage finances, because they did not really have that background. So it might not come natural for us, and this is what we need to be proactively. For our children, this is what we have to train them so that they be better in financial management. So what I do personally, I set this alert in this calendar. So you can remind me, you need to check your finances. You need to do your taxes. You need to look at your books. You need to look at your expenses, and so on and so forth, right? So that's what this is. So automated tax deadline reminder, quarterly payment notification, document submission alert, custom milestones, etc., etc. That's why the calendar is in there. So plan your financial future. So this is how you can do your budget, right? And your cash flow. It has a budget feature in there where you can, by the beginning of the year, you can plan how much money you're going to spend, right? And you can track the actuals, and it gives you a variance as well. So you have one place to go look at. This is what I thought I would be spending on light bill on, or is there a difference, and why is the difference? You can look at the gap and adjust, right? Corporations do this and manage their finances very well. But individually, we don't do it. Small businesses, we don't have the capability. We don't sit down to do it, right? But in corporations, we do it, and that's how we're able to manage things. Well, for myself, even when I tried to do it, I bought a QuickBook, right? QuickBook in those days, you used to pay about $15 to buy the CD or you download it. Now it's about $35 per month. That's the subscription that you have to pay. The basic features is $35 a month, which average individual that wants to just save money doesn't really want to spend that. Then small businesses that are struggling don't really want to use something that expensive, right? But this is a product that can help you. Look at the trend, help you to create a budget, forecast your cash flow, and look at the model and look at the variances, and help you create a habit. It helps you create a habit of looking at your finances proactively, and taking actions to be able to be good at finances. Okay. There are some advanced solutions also that is incorporated or implemented in the application. AI tax consultations. We have expert. I have an expert that if you have any problems with taxes, like I said, I'm not an expert, but I have a consultant that I work with. Custom report builder. This is inbuilt. You can custom report, build your report, your income and expense report. You can build them. I'll show you on a demo. Data export tools, priority support, dedicated assistance that we also have. Also tax strategy planning, right? You can also have a professional that can help you with that, right? The professional benefit is enhanced client service capabilities and advanced compliance management. If you are a small business and you want to be compliant. Also, when it comes to security, because what everybody worries about when it's a fintech application, or the first thing that I did before I started even building this application was to look at research into, okay, what are the security features, right? I used to work in a security firm, IT security firm, so I know a lot about security. How the question will be, how is my information secured, right? How do I make sure that there's no hacker that will hack into your application and hijack my data? How do I make sure that any other person doesn't see my data? So we have end-to-end encryption for all data, right? SOC 2 Type 2 certified infrastructure is what we're using. We are GDPR compliance, privacy compliance, financial industry regulation adherence. Those are the standard. Audit trail maintenance, data retention policy is included. As a matter of fact, you also have access to your data. You can go in as an individual. If you don't want your data to be in there, you can delete it. By the way, I cannot see your data. No one can see your data. All your data when you sign in, you are the only one that sees your data. If you don't want your data to be in the database, you can delete it as well. So you have 24/7 security monitoring, real-time fraud detection, read-only account access, no stored banking credentials on the system. Right, so zero trust architecture is what we're using to implement, just to make sure it's a bank level security level that we're implementing here. And we have audit compliance, so regular monitoring, automatic monitoring, and to make sure that we're in compliance, so you don't have to be worried about your data. So your journey to effortless tax management involves 4 steps. First, you have to sign up using your email, or not for Google Office. I need to correct this. You can use your SMS, which is your phone number. You choose a subscription. There are different kinds of subscription. There's a free subscription. Okay, so we'll transition into the demo. In the demo, we're going to meet 2 personas. One is Mr. Lucas, and the other one is Ms. Lucy. The Gazel's perfect users. The Gazel is designed for modern professionals with multiple income streams and complex financial lives. So let's meet the users, Lucas and Lucy, a couple juggling steady jobs with side hustles, personal expenses with business costs, and shared financial goals. So let me introduce our 2 personas. Lucas is the telecom professional and a freelance Greek squad owner. His freelance gig job is called Gig Squad owner. So his profile is a 35-year-old network engineer, telecom company who runs a small free IT support and gadget repair service called Gig Squad Solutions. The income stream: steady monthly salary from telecom job, variable freelance income from computer repairs, home networking setups, and small business IT support. It has some challenges: tracking irregular freelance payment alongside fixed salary, separating business expenses from personal expenses, identifying tax deductions, home office, mileage, equipment, right? So consolidate tracking of salary and freelance. Those are some of the goals that he wants. Another goal that he wants to achieve with the Gazel is to maximize deductions from freelance expenses to reduce tax liability. Another goal that he wants to achieve with the Gazel is to gain real-time insights into freelance performance compared to salary job. And the Gazel can help him accomplish this. Let's look at another persona, Lucy and their shared financial journey. Lucy is a teacher, 35-year-old high school teacher, English literature and history, who occasionally tutors students after school and during summer breaks. Financial challenges: managing out-of-pocket classroom purchases, tracking inconsistent tutoring income, balancing shared expenses while budgeting for professional development. So Lucas and Lucy together, they're married for 5 years, saving for a house and family with multiple income sources and shared financial goals. The Gazel solution: consolidate all accounts, cash entries, and invoices, automatically categorize expenses, suggest tax deductions for both careers, provides unified financial dashboard, replaces spreadsheet with transparency and peace of mind. So that's what the Gazel solution has for the challenges that Lucy and Lucas have. And we're going to see how we'll use Gazel to accomplish that. So I'm going to transition now to a live application, which is called the Gazel. Okay. So this is the Gazel. This is the landing page for the Gazel. If you're looking at the Gazel on your phone, it has a gallery, so you have to scroll down to see this gallery to give you a little bit insight into what the Gazel would do, which is a dashboard overview, transaction management, deduction, discovery. Those are some of the things that you will see. Then it lists some of the features that are available. Then you can go to get started, right? And to first sign up, you have to click on sign up, right? And enter your username and password. It will send you an email verification. Go to your email and click the verification, and you'll be verified. Once you're done with that, you can come back here and go to login. In your login, enter your username and your password, and you just click login, and it will take you straight to your dashboard. Okay, this is your dashboard. This is what it looks like. You have the menu on this side, right? We'll explore these menu items one by one, and it has if you want to look at it in a different language, you can select a different language. For example, Spanish, French, Dutch, right? you can change it to any language that you want to. Also, if you are in Nigeria and you want to look at your money in Naira, this money is really large, so conversion is going to make this really bad, okay? When it comes to exchange rate. If you're in Spain, we'll change it to Euro. If you're in Germany, it's the same Euro. If you're in United Kingdom, you change it to pounds. If you're in Japan, you change it to, is it yen, they call it? If you are in Nigeria, it goes out of bounds, right? And if you're in Mexico, it's the same thing. It's a lot of, yes, South Africa. And if you're in Ghana, right? So it has, you can change your currency, you can use it it's a global tool. In other words, you can use it anywhere in the world. And if there's any language that you need to be incorporated with this, you can give suggestions and we can incorporate it in as well. All right, now let's explore the Gazel and see how we can resolve Lucas and Lucy's problem solution using the Gazel. So this is the dashboard. First, the dashboard shows you the total income, total expense, estimate liability, and your potential deductions, right? It has a current year summary here for you, total income, your total expenses, and it also shows you a net income, right? Like I said, it's a simple application for your day-to-day management of your finances. It's not for corporate expensive use. It's for everyday need that you need. And here you have a quick actions that you can just do. View transaction, you want to view transaction, manage deductible. We'll look through all that in on this menu. Okay. We'll come back to the calendar, but let's look at the transaction real quick. So this is the magic. The magic is this: for you to upload your transaction, you can do it in various ways. If you are a small business and you're buying gas, maybe you're doing a rideshare, and you're driving Uber, you have receipt here and there, and keeping track of your receipts is really hard. You can just, on your phone, you can scan your receipt here with your phone, and it would get your income or expenses and be recorded in either expenses, or if it's an income, you can do that. So you can scan your receipts, right? You can also add your expenses and your income manually, right? You can do the manually, add them, put the description, what it is, and put that manually, right? So that's manual way of doing it, right? If you really want to say, I don't want to go to the manual way, let's just delete all the transactions that we have right now. You have the ability to do that. All the transaction is gone that are listed. And you have your bank account. Now, the feature that I added that I've taken out right now is you can connect your bank account directly in here. But like I said, it takes too long to connect. There's something missing that I'm still troubleshooting. I would add that feature later on when I perfect on it. But what you have right now, you can take your bank statement. For example, Lucy has a bank statement. It's in PDF format, right? You can choose that bank statement, right? Let's see, what is Lucy's bank statement here? This is Lucas. Let's do Lucas first, right? This Lucas bank statement, you can upload that bank statement into your Gazel, right? It's uploading right now. So it also has on the background, it's uploading. While it's uploading, it also has an AI feature that classifies this statement. Once it's imported, it's going to classify it into income and expense for you automatically. That way, you don't need to do anything manual. Once you have that, click preview, right? Once you have that, it will preview this for you, right? So you have a preview here of your income and expense, right? So if this is the preview, then you can import the transaction, right? It's importing the transaction now automatically, right? With the AI-powered engine behind it, it's separating your income and expenses. So Lucas is able to separate his income and expenses. And once he's done, we'll take a look at it, how it separates both for you. So it takes all your information from your bank statement, convert it. Now you can check all the incomes are here, yeah, and all the expenses are here. It separates both of them, right? Now, while it has separated that, now you have your total income for, if you have a statement for your entire year, it would do that for you. This is Lucas 2024 bank statement. Let's do another one for Lucy. Lucy also has a bank statement, a PDF bank statement. Let's see, this is Lucy's bank statement, okay? We can also incorporate Lucy's bank statement in here. It takes a few seconds or a few minutes, and that will be uploaded, okay? We've uploaded Lucy's, right? Now, we can import that transaction now. It takes a few minutes to import all that transaction. The AI tool behind the scene would separate both income and expenses and put them separately. So you can have your income and your expenses. Your descriptions are also there. Okay. All right. Once we do that, we'll look at what the deduction looks like. Okay, now you have both Lucy and Lucas' income statement in here. You can come into the look at deductibles. So these are deductions. The current deductions that you have from your small business that you have is current deduction is $39,000. AI suggested deductions. So AI will do a suggested deduction for you. There are some deductions you've not taken, and AI knows it that you should take that, right? And these are the potential savings that you make because AI has made that suggestion for you. Some of the deductions you do not know about it because of laws changes here and there, but AI keep track of all the laws within your country, all what the laws are, and all the deductions that you're supposed to take on a yearly basis, right? So it does that for you and give you additional. So this family, Lucas and Lucy, would have missed out on $4,862 they should have taken on deductions. But AI has helped you identify those as well, okay? So you've taken a look at your deductions. You see the total deduction here. Your travel categorization, your business expenses are here. You can see all that. You can export this to your as a CSV file. And you can also look at the AI suggestions right here. You can scan the transaction to see the AI suggestions, and boom, you see AI has suggested $4,863 here. You can add this to your deductions. Okay. Now, once you add it, it's added to your total deduction. Okay, that's an AI powered tool, right? Okay, let's take a look at another feature real quick. I think we still have some time. Budgeting, right? Now, at the end of the year, at the beginning of the year, you want to do your budgeting, right? You can put in Puget Sound Energy, Comcast, City of Bunny, Sewage. These are some of the ones that I put in that I have, right? You put all this, these are your budget on a monthly basis, and it will track your spend and a reminder. So if you put your budget, do your budget, I'll be spending this, but you end up spending less or more, right? It will give you the difference and it will tell you the variance as well. And you can also do a little bit of forecasting. I'll show you. You can also do a little bit of forecasting as well. That will show you your income and your expenses. In this case, the expenses is more than the income, and also shows you the net savings. It has a little thing here that you can have an insight into your budget and your cash flow automatically. Okay. I'm speeding up a little bit because of time. I just want to make sure I show you all the features, other good features that I need you to see. Now, the calendar that I wanted to show you, remember the calendar? This is where you have the calendar that you can schedule your time, the time for either your financial, you want to look up your finances, you want to file your tax. You can set up all that milestone in here, and automatically, because you have on your settings, you can set push notifications. What is the push notification? Reminders. You can have a reminder, you can set up push notification right here, and it will send you those reminders automatically. Okay. That's calendar. Let's look at, and now we'll talk about budget. Let's look at reporting, right? This is another important part of it. Your financial summary, this is for 2025. You can customize your reporting, and you can actually get a monthly income report. I'll show you how to build your custom report right here, which is this feature, which you can build your custom report and you run. For example, you can view the report, you can run the report and view it. But we'll come to that. Let's approach it. But this will show you your total income, total expense once you build this report. Okay, and you can print it either as PDF or CSV. Okay. Mileage tracking. There are some people that are driving for a living or as a gig job. You can track your mileage, right? Your mileage, you can also use have deductions from your mileage, and this would help you do that. There's a situation that some people that are using Mile IQ. If you're using Mile IQ to track your mileage, you can also get your Mile IQ. This is an app to get Mile IQ that will track your mileage. If you have that, you can also integrate that Mile IQ, right? This is live tracking for this. This is the trip manager. This is the report. This is the settings that you also have. You can add your Mile IQ tracking into the Gazel, plug it in, and it would also do the bring out the deductions that you're supposed to take from your taxes. No, people, I know there's going to be a question is how much does the Gazel cost, right? There's a basic analysis plan that if you're using basic analysis, it's free. It's free for everyone. I want to encourage us. Some of us did not have any financial education when growing up, so nobody taught us how to use any financial tool or take care of our finances. For the next generation of your children, I'll really suggest that if they're any money or you've given them any kind of money, they start now to inculcate the habit of looking at their finances, planning their finances, making sure that things look right. So there's a basic analysis, which is free trial. It's for 14 days. After the 14 days, you keep using it. It's not going to go away on you, right? But you can also jump into the startup plan, which is $4.99, right? Comparatively, the startup plan for you want to use a tool like QuickBooks is $35 a month, right? Subscription fee. But this start at $4.99 per month is just a giveaway. If you think about the infrastructure cost, even to deploy and launch this $4.99 wouldn't even cut it, right? So if you think of that, and I understand why QuickBooks is charging that much, it costs a whole lot to develop an application like this, and the infrastructure to host it, it's expensive as well. But this is a giveaway from me to you. If you want to enjoy other professional plans, it goes to about $9.99 a month. The enterprise plan as well, I'll show you some of the features here that you will need to pay $14.99 per month for it. But I encourage everyone, even if you don't want to pay $4.99, try to use the free plan. It will help you a whole lot. I'll encourage you to do that. Okay, let's take a look at, and also have a knowledge base right here. If you really want to get deep to understand how these features are used, there's a knowledge base here that will tell you exactly how these plans work, right? Step-by-step process and how to use the features. I think I also have a comparison here. I have an article here comparing the Gazel with QuickBooks. QuickBooks doesn't have AI-powered deduction discovery, but we do. It doesn't have free detection. It has the basic one. We have AI bill fraud detection. Real-time tax optimization, it doesn't have it. It's the manual. We have a year-round. Payroll, we don't have payroll. We don't have inventory, but QuickBooks has it. Simple learning curve. This one has a very steep cost. The last time I checked, QuickBooks was $35 per month, but this starts at $4.99. It's actually start at $0. Gazel starts at $0 per month. You can use the free one. Your data will still be there if you need it, right? So, but you want to use QuickBooks, maybe you're doing payroll management and inventory management. Those are the advantages that QuickBooks has that we don't have. If you need something like that, you can use QuickBooks to do that. So these are some articles that we also have. You are welcome to take a look at the knowledge base and you see some of those articles. And we also have a blog. For this presentation, I created an article. There's an article here that you can read. It has the first part of the presentation, Faithful Stewardship in Digital Age. I have a presentation here. I have a blog here that you can also read about that. I'll write other blogs as time goes on. The settings has a whole lot of features right here. It has a subscription. It gives a notification. You can enable, you toggle this and it will enable push notifications. It has reminders here that you can, once you set this, it will send you reminders on your finances. We can talk about privacy settings as well. So these are privacy settings. It's required if you're building a fintech platform. If you want to totally delete your account, right away, you don't want anyone to have access to your account, which I don't, right? You can just click this and it will delete all your account, all the information that you have, everything wiped clean, right? It is required in financial tool that you have that. So this meets the financial requirement, the requirements for the US. We have compliance settings here, have all the disclaimers here, tax calculation. There's a lot of that you can look through to make sure you're confident using this and putting your data on here, right? Security and auditing. So read through all this and you'll see it will give you additional layer of confidence on why you should use the Gazel, because we've taken every financial regulations and adherence that are required, we've put them in here, okay? Tax estimate is another thing that I want to show you. Lucy and Lucas probably would need something like this to see the taxes, the withholdings, the estimated payments, and other payments. This is not a financial or a tax building application. If you need, it gives you an idea of what your taxes would be. I would recommend you take the recommendation and give it to your CPA or anyone that's preparing a tool. Is you cannot prepare your taxes on this tool. We need a license to be able to prepare. If you need to prepare, we need a license, but we don't have that license for you to prepare your taxes on this platform. So this is not a tax preparation platform. it's an educational platform that helps you understand your finances and also what your taxes are going to be looking like. So you can do a tax estimate right now just to see how much with the information that we entered. You can see the withholdings will be about $8,000. Estimated payments will be about 30,000, and other payments will be about 1,000. You can take this information and give it to your CPA. If you're married, for businesses, it has other requirements for businesses. Your Social Security and Medicare also has to be accounted for. Let me see. So, okay, it has tax liability, your Social Security taxes, Medicare, and self-employment taxes are all accounted for here. And effective tax rate is about 18.7%. That's what they'll charge you with your small business. If you're a married couple, it's not a self-business, right? It also will give you some estimate as well. Estimated refund will be about $35,000 based on that income. Tax liability, your total payment, income. You see in here, it doesn't have Medicare and Medicaid. It takes that out. The federal tax, income, and your tax liability. It gives you the effective tax rate. It gives you all that information. Like I said, it's an educational platform. It's not where you file your taxes. Please consult. Once you have this, consult with your CPA or your tax, or you can also meet with Chaka, which is a tax expert. I think we also have another tax expert in the house as well, in the church, that you can consult with. Okay. Another feature, let me look at the time real quick, then we still have a few more time. Before you look at your tax estimate, you can come here and do a little bit of selection. If you're going to file your tax married filing separately or jointly to look at your estimate, before you can go look at your estimate, you want to do that first, or you can just do the selection here. It doesn't matter. Okay, then some advanced feature that I want to get into before we get into QA is AI consultation, right? So this is an AI built-in consultation platform that you can ask any question that you want to about taxes, right? For example, home office. Based on my income, how much should I deduct from my home office if I am paying a mortgage of $5,000? Okay, you ask that question. All right, this is the question that we asked, right? I would, based on your $500 mortgage, did you say $500 or 5,000? Oh, okay, here are your home office deducted options. So it gives you that, it gives you the square feet, it gives you analysis of what the estimate would be, right? If you have question about business expenses, investments, retirement, right? The AI here would answer all those questions for you. There's additional features, advanced features that you can also benefit with this, right? Then another advanced feature that I can showcase is income, your report builder. I can call this report IT 2025 report. Give it a name, right? Set the time. Maybe I want to do income tracking or expense analysis, right? Give it a date range. I want to do year range. Let's take, we can do a year range, or we can do last quarter. Last 30 minutes is not going to reflect because our income, that income statement was for last year. So let's see if we do year to date. Let's say year to date and see if we'll pick it up. And we want weekly, then you want income statement, you want whatever you want, you can select whatever you want in here, right? And you can say generate report, okay? It's going to generate a report here for you, and you can run the report to see what the report is, and you can view the report here, right? It's going to give us zeros because the income that we import, that what we uploaded was for 2024, it's not 2025, so it will give you 0 here. But it was a current year, right? You should be able to see here. And with the date range here, you can also change it to 2024, and it will capture all that information. In other words, what I'm trying to explain, that you have a custom build report here that you can make, and you have templates here that you can just run. Instead of running this manually, you can use template. This is a template that you can run, right? It creates a template here. If you come here, you should see freelance tax summary, right? If you take a view here, it will give you the summary. You can export it. There's nothing in there because we don't have the current 2025 data, right? You have template here like small business dashboard. template. If you come here, we'll give you a small business dashboard. You can run that and you can view it. You'll give you a small business template. And you can export this as well, the information. So you have all those built-in template that you can use. You don't want to use them, you can create your own template as well. You have ability to export your data as well. Whatever data that you run, you can export the data here to your CPA or whoever does your taxes. These are the quick options for PDF, CSV, Excel, and JSON. You can export them in all these different forms. And also priority support. We also have priority support here. If you make a phone call right here, you want to talk to someone, it will go to checkout because it's a tax expert, right? Expert, you would have a number, your phone would ring and checkout will pick up and will be able to address any tax information or a problem that you have. Live chat, if you want a live chat, there's a live chat here that you can chat and someone with an agent, me or someone will be on the other end and answer your chat. And you can also send start a priority email. This has started here on my second screen, right? It will start a priority email. You can send an email and we'll get that email. Or you can do a live session. Oh, I didn't mean to clear that. Yeah, it's going to start a live session that I'm talking to you live, right? Right now, but let me see. I hope I didn't mess up the presentation. Yeah, it will create this and you can see this live and you can join. It's like a Zoom and you can interact with the person. And right. So the platform is packed with a whole lot of features that you probably might not be able to see in any other financial software. That is the demo. I think I'll leave like 30 minutes so we can ask some questions. I know some people may want to ask some questions. Okay, so now